for now, we're going to need a ready from BV and from Garbage Egg, and one of these random guys from more or less the same part of the world.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see Scotland versus Ireland in a Tetris event. It's a sort of the battle of the British Isles.
Yeah, this is awesome. So let's go ahead and get a ready from both players, and we will get this underway. It's a best of 5. The winner goes to the finals. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, June 2020. 2 ready players. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Slop Top Bops asks if CTM is streamed on the same date every month. It's always the first Saturday of the month.
Oh, I see here that BV is the 2009 cubing world champion.
Oh. Well, that's pretty random, though. All right, well, he's random to me. Obviously, I do not mean that these guys are random, but they are relative newbies to Classic Tetris Monthly scene. So I did not know that, but that's a pretty cool fact.
Early misdrop by BV, but a series of tucks fixes it. So, that cubing stuff is pretty insane. I learned to solve a Rubik's Cube once, and I actually got some kind of carpal tunnel syndrome. It was pretty sad. Pretty sad into my cubing career.
Oh, it feels bad. But we also have Laser Monkey, who is also a competitive cuber, high level. So there seems to be some sort of kinship or synergy or whatever of the skills for Tetris and for cubing, or at least interest anyway.
They like squares.
Yeah, just anything squares, man.
Yeah, people who like squares would love the new architecture trends here in Portland. There's just lots of square, ugly condos going up everywhere, just boxes.
Yeah.
So, here's a building, it's a box, live in this. There's no thought put into it, it's just, and then here, pay $3,000 a month to live in this square. I don't know. Sort of strange, but...
sounds good to me.
T-spin for Garbage Egg. And he's cleaning up a little bit of a mess effectively, which is nice to see. Now recall, I kind of categorized BV as one of these more methodical, efficient kind of players. So see if he lives up to that designation.
I think you said something along the lines of you wouldn't think someone from Scotland would stack like this, but
I said it was more German.
Yeah.
So I didn't. It was more of a but I'll leave that. I'll leave that.
Yeah, you're probably going to edit that out. He's in control of the YouTubes.
I am. I have the option to completely delete this from the record if I so choose, because I may have embarrassed myself like 100 times. So.
Yeah. Well, join the club. 120 for BV, 123 for Garbage Egg. Oh yeah, I did say the S word on the CTWC channel. It's the first time I think I've ever done that, but
well, that's okay. Quaid's already ruined our safe for kids status multiple times, so that's not our number one concern. Although YouTube's doing this safe for kids stuff now.
Oh really?
I don't know if you get you have to self-rate your videos, and it's all getting much more sort of strict. So that's something to look out for if you're a YouTuber. It's no longer just the free-for-all that it used to be.
174 for BV, holding out for a hero. There it is.
Oh, nice series of tucks. That was intense.
It was like 3 or 4 tucks in a row.
Right at the top. That was fun to see.
And DAS player couldn't get away with that because you would lose DAS like 7 times during all those tucks up that high.
I think you're right. And Garbage Egg with a tough misdrop, but gets a tricky L spin in to fix it. That was awesome. And a chance for a death-defying vertical J slide. No, he didn't do it. Oh, nice. Wow, both these players showing some chops. They've got all the moves.
Yep. Well, everybody's got them. See, everyone's watched those Tetris 101 videos that Jonas put out like 2 years ago. And it really, is one of the watershed moments, honestly, along with Joseph. Very underestimated. Along with Joseph winning, along with, I think one of the other watershed moments was the creation of the community tournament, because it gave the other people who weren't the top 16 something to play in, and a reason to develop their skills. But the other one was Jonas publishing his 101 series on YouTube. kind of taught everybody how to improvise and be, flexible stackers.
Well, I want to give a shout to one of our sponsors, which was a guy who made a Tips of the NES Tetris Masters book.
Yes.
That he actually published, and that had explanations of a lot of the spins and the sort of piece movement mechanics, as well as things like pole vaulting, and a pretty interesting little book. You can still buy it off Amazon, and he also made a series of corresponding YouTube videos under the same name. So if you haven't seen those, give them a look. They're kind of dry, but very technical, but if you're interested in learning, it's one good way to wrap your brain around some of these concepts.
Yeah, I've got the book not 5 feet from me, so. All right, there's Garbage Egg with a Dirty Tetris second column. And it looks like he's setting up for another one here, and he's probably going to get it.
Nice. Dirty Tetris for Egg, and keeping in striking distance. But despite having a slight disadvantage in lines to work with, he should be in this match, or game, I should say. And Tetris, trading Tetrises, still a nice high wall. He's gonna pass on the Z-spin. Waiting for a T-piece. He keeps passing the Z-spin.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he missed it. I hope I did not influence him to try it.
He didn't hear you. There's enough of a delay. There's about a 10-second delay there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I always forget about that.
All right, so we have transitioned here almost simultaneously. 478 for BV, 424 for Garbage Egg. Garbage Egg's got a Tetris here.
Tetris for BV. Keeping that 50,000 point lead. Significant, but far from insurmountable. Right, and...
Yeah, that long bar placement on the left side would have been almost death for a dash player. It was 7 high, and really hard. You need full dash to get over that.
And Egg is in a little bit of trouble here. Nice flip of the L there at the last second. But this is a lot to overcome. He's got the tapping chops to get the pieces over.
Oh no, but leaves himself dependent. Got the long bar. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Gets the long bar he needs, but that just too much going on there.
Yeah.
And he was near the top. It wasn't meant to be, but good, really valiant effort.
So BV is good and gets the heart, and you can top out, I promise. It's really true. All right, let's go ahead and give him the heart. There it is. But yeah, you've seen that a couple times this CTM where they just make some crazy heroic moves in 3 or 4 in a row, and it's just like, well, there's only so many heroic moves you can make in a row before it just all starts to break down, and unfortunately that was the case for Garbage Egg up near the top there. Incredible survival and moves, but again, you just go all in on some of these situations, and then it's just like, well, you leave yourself kind of high and dry.
Yeah, digs are really entertaining, but digs don't win tournaments, It's like a lot of times if you're digging, that means you made mistakes previous to that, but it's always fun to watch.
Yep. All right, we got it ready from BV and just need one from a Garbage Egg. I love that Corian emote. Oh, it's so good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That took a lot of doing. I made almost all the emotes on the CTWC channel, so I think I didn't make the Mega Retro Man one, but I made all the other ones.
Oh, they're perfect. I mean, it's iconic, and literally.
Yeah. It's really the
redundant statement in this case. But.
Oh wait, we got a 3, 2, 1 Texas. So the countdown bot is programmed to spit out 3, 2, 1 Texas on some random interval, and we got a Texas in the wild.
Well, that makes all you Texans happy.
Yeah. Well, it's because one time I said that, but just accidentally. Like I just said, all right, 3, 2, 1 Texas. I mean Tetris. And it became a thing, so that's how that happened.
Now, you were a player in the Southern Qualifier in Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
That's putting it very generously, but yeah, I was there and I was the 8th seed.
You participated, let's say.
Yeah, I did. I was up against what was it, Josh? who was the? Is that who was the number one seed? I think it was Josh. Yeah, I played Josh.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong field because you had Jake and then you had Matt Martin. So that was a tough qualifier.
Yeah, Jake, Josh, Matt Martin, and I'm trying to think who else was there. Oh, Robin was there. Now, Robin, a nice player, but certainly not on that echelon, but still, better than me.
He recently got a one-away for the first time, so he's
getting there.
Getting better. Yeah, he's got it. He just doesn't really try. It's kind of his issue.
All right, 98,000 for BV here, 121 for Garbage Egg.
I feel like we lost Vandy, or is it just me? I'll take over from here.
Am I gone? Really? Am I gone?
Well, yeah, your mic has cut out occasionally for like 1 second, and that time it cut out for like 5 seconds.
Oh, that's really weird. Well, I'll have to look into that. Could be some sort of recalcitrant wire of some sort.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's the stream or if that's the call between you and me. So
it could be Discord, yeah.
Yeah, so people watching the stream, you might want to disregard that because I might just be not hearing Keith. So
yeah, I mean, you're probably better off not hearing what I do.
I'll just ignore it from now on if I can't hear you.
I mean, listen, here's the deal. The only reason I get to actually be in the commentary booth is because I'm the one that organizes the tournament. No one would hire me to do this, right?
Oh, well, tell me about it. But let me say, as someone who has commentated a fair amount of Tetris, it is one of the hardest commentary gigs you can imagine because there's just so much to talk about and the pieces are falling so fast. Please give everyone a little slack until you've tried it. It's so hard.
No, that's very kind of you. 232 for BV, 205 for Garbage Egg. And I think one thing I get a little bit of unfair criticism for is giving so many score checks, but I don't always assume that players are in a position to like screen look. So I like to give them, the opportunity to actually know what they're up against. Otherwise, it's just two people playing Tetris simultaneously, right? And it's not a competition if they don't know what the other person is doing.
Absolutely. All right. And looks like we're, as usual, BV has got that really clean, efficient stack. Ooh, Egg needing a little help, gets that T piece over, and looks like he has a solid chance to escape this, but not where he wants to be. And meanwhile, BV with a nice center well Tetris ready to go, burns it and gets the dirty Tetris.
Nice, and has another one easy to set up there. 327 for him, 269 for Garbage Egg.
And Egg opts for the safe move where he could have set up a dirty Tetris, but probably wisely opts to just clean and live to fight another day here. But now he's got another dirty Tetris set up. And finally gets the long bar.
Yeah, much needed. It's almost never a bad idea to just like take a safe play and actually survive.
Well, especially at this stage of the match, there's still a decent amount of Tetris to be played here. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, really, there's 70,000, but and it seems like a lot right now because Tetrises are only worth 22,000. But late in the game, that's only 2 Tetrises.
Someone in the chat is asking if BV has won 1 or 2 games.
He won 1 game.
He's won 1 game. Okay, that's what I thought too.
I mean, honestly, when they ask, when people bring that kind of stuff up, I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I am so wiped, especially this late. I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. No idea.
Yeah, this has gone by really fast, but I can feel it. Like, actually, when I got up to take a break, it was like a long car ride. Like, my legs were all stiff.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I mean, there's just this and then the finals, and then, we're done.
Perfect.
I know. It's too long. You shouldn't have stayed this long. I mean, I don't make people stay this long anymore. I usually, if I have Harry in, I'll usually have him in for the semis and the finals. So, if we ever invite you back again, don't feel like you have to stay for the whole thing.
Well, I gotta find out who everyone is and learn everyone's play style and stuff. So
yeah,
I enjoy it.
All right, well, I'm glad you do. 409 for Garbage Egg, he's transitioned. 488 BV for he's transitioned. So there we go. We got orange colors.
Really high for Garbage, and Nice. Gets the Tetris. Nice delayed burn there to be Tetris ready. But meanwhile, BV is banging one down. Garbage finally gets the longboard he needs. So some nice poster transition play on both sides.
All right, so BV trying to uncover that right side, which he does. That left side seems a little problematic, though, especially because he's line dependent, and he wisely decides to put some material over there, but this is getting rough. Oh, no, it's kind of falling apart for BV now.
Guy, oh, he gets the... Oh, he just couldn't quite get the save that he needed.
Okay, so he's going to top out at 548, so Garbage Egg needs to get to 548 and some change here to take this.
Ooh, good. Fortunate long bar because he hung that piece on the left, which was going to block his left side. So a sigh of relief for Garbage Egg. Still with a pretty easy, and that'll do it.
That's it. There's the chase down. And speaking of chase down, Sue has chased down a chicken sandwich, and here it is, just in time to ruin the semifinals and the finals. So thank you so much, Sue, for the chicken sandwich and blueberry soda.
Well, that's a sigh of relief. That's sort of like the last minute long bar for you.
That's right. That's right. So we might lean on Adam a little bit in these next few games, but let's go ahead and give
tapped it over right into your face.
That's right. All right, so let's go ahead and give Garbage Egg the heart. And it's my first time saying it, but was once a best of 5, is now a best of 3.
So I don't have a chicken sandwich, but I have a gluten-free chocolate brownie here and an iced tea. So if anyone's curious.
A lot of people rag on the gluten-free, but gluten-free chocolate anything can be really good. Like they make these gluten-free crispy chocolate cookies which are awesome.
It's the technology of gluten-free is leap years ahead of where it was. It's incredible. It used to be that if you ate a gluten-free item, it would be like a dish sponge. But they've made a lot of progress.
All right, we got a ready from BV, and we're trying to find the Garbage Egg ready. I'm sure it's somewhere, but I don't see it.
Do we have a ready from Garbage? Yep, there it goes.
There it is. All right, let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And I'm going to go mute for a moment here.
Okay, so a lot of Tetris left to be played in this match. Just one game apiece, but we got to get first to 3. If anyone in the chat wants to call out their cubing times, I'd love to see that. I think my PB was a sub 2-minute cube time, which I realize is completely unremarkable, but I got that far before my arms started hurting. 26 seconds, wow. Yeah, it's intense. But we are here to play Tetris, so let's stay focused on the game at hand. Both players starting off pretty well. Kind of an unfortunate dependency there for Garbage, but it works out. He gets a Tetris, so we're neck and neck. The exact same score, the exact same lines, but Garbage gets a Tetris to reclaim the lead. Looking good. Nice little burn there for BV. Easy gets a Tetris. Both guys look like they're in the zone. They look like the nerves are no longer a factor.
Oh, Garbage getting up a bit high. Could have taken a burn with that L, but opted not to.
You know, he took the gamble and it paid off, so he's still working with minimal burns. Whereas BV, I feel like he's a fairly conservative player in this field, but it's paying off. He's made it quite far, and he has a solid chance to make it to the final. So, but yeah, Garbage Egg going all out.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Johanna Paula in chat brings up a good point. Is an egg sandwich technically a chicken sandwich? Something to think about.
That's an interesting question. I always wondered, they never make, you see like sausage in omelets, you know, you'll see bacon in omelets, but they don't put chicken in omelets. And I wonder if there's some sort of faux pas of like wrapping an animal inside itself. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is, we're bringing up the big issues here, I think.
Just, you know, something to think about.
We solve a lot of problems here at CTM. This isn't just about Tetris. We're like solving the big philosophical conundrums of the day.
it sort of doubles as a philosophy podcast. I think so. If you guys want to talk about, I don't know, the existentialism or, Hegel or Kant,
Oh my God.
all those guys.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to say any of their names, but
Yeah.
I could call them all out.
No, it's true.
My dog trainer, I hired a dog trainer who's a world-class expert in Friedrich Nietzsche.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's the truth. I randomly hired a dog trainer. Turns out he's a published author about Friedrich Nietzsche, and he's a philosophy professor.
Wow.
Now, BV is not in a situation he wants to be. He made that spire hurts me to even look at, but he's getting he misses the spin. A lot of things are going wrong for BV right now, but he just needs to collect himself and get this clean and move on to the next phase. Here on the other screen, Garbage Egg got a little mess, but he just got a dirty Tetris on top of it, so he's doing pretty well. Really on a nice pace. Garbage Egg has a solid pace going. And we'll see if he can capitalize and build that lead. He's got a nice center well Tetris ready to go. But BV just scores a dirty. Really going back and forth, some interesting play. Unfortunately, Garbage has to cover as well with a line piece. That was unfortunate, but he cleans it right up.
Yeah, it still has the lead despite all that, and it has a Tetris well waiting and ready, and there is another Tetris, so 343 for Garbage Egg, and then 325 for BV, and there's another Tetris here, 348. So we are neck and neck. God, this sandwich is good.
Yeah, I need to eat some real food here at some point today.
Yeah. How do I not have them as a sponsor yet? I mean, that's what I don't know why. I'm really shy about approaching people for things like that. So maybe I just got to bite the bullet and do it.
And what's your chicken sandwich of choice?
It's from a place in Austin called Fly Right. It's like a small chain. I think they have 3 locations here in Austin.
I mean, Austin's got to be a good food town, right? I mean, they've anything. Yeah. I've only had barbecue there, obviously, because that's what you're supposed to have. But I'm sure all the food's good.
Yeah, everything. Every kind of food you can want is good, except Italian. There's no real good Italian food here. Really hard.
I'm not a big Italian food guy because I feel like it's the one thing I can sort of make myself.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
430 for BV, 462 for Garbage Egg. And Egg, fine with making the double LJ dependencies on the top. Doesn't mind doing that because, he gets the Tetris anyway. So, and another Tetris for Garbage Egg, 509. So really piling on a lead.
And I gotta hand it to BV. He's had some pretty bizarre misdrops, but he hasn't let it phase him, and he's still right in this match. So that resiliency is good to see. But Garbage Egg, on the other hand, is on fire. I mean, he's just playing aggressively and making all the right moves. So he's poised to take control of this match. And now I see BV is not in the worst situation, but given that he's close to transition, this is not what he wants to see. Looks like it's going to be okay. He's ready for a Tetris after transition. Yeah, it doesn't need that piece over there. Facing nearly 100,000 point deficit, but with just beginning transition.
Oh no, it's kind of falling apart for BV here.
Nice. Oh, he gets it over.
Wow.
Incredible. He's not out of this yet. Great play, but as we see again and again, those heroic moves up top, it's often too little too late.
Yep. And you just have to, there's so much focus, and then there's probably part of it where, I got through it, and then it's like you kind of let yourself go for that 1 second, but you can't when you're up that high, and it's like just not something you can do. So Garbage Egg is good, and Garbage Egg gets the heart, takes a 2-1 lead over BV. And we're going to have a, potentially Joseph Saley against a picture of an egg in a garbage can, so that's possibly what we could have. But we will see.
This has been a really interesting tournament because just showing the parity of the field.
Yep.
that really it's anyone's tournament every single month. It's crazy. And to see that Corian and Joseph had to play each other in round 2, it's just incredible. So, and obviously Joseph has already done a lot of the hard work for himself this tournament. So.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Someone's asking about it. Well, we don't have odds makers here at CTM, so if you bet on Garbage Egg, you're on your own.
All right, I'm going deep into the chicken sandwich tank for a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if we should have some sort of puzzle Olympics where you had to be good at cubing and Tetris. That would be pretty intense. And then you had to run to a cube station, solve it, then sprint over to a Tetris game and play. That'd be,
all right.
Entertaining.
CTWC 2021.
That's why I'm full of ideas here. It's amazing.
It's an incubator. CTM is an incubator for great ideas.
I would love to see a Tetris decathlon of some kind where you had to be good at TGM, you had to be good at guideline, you had to be good at, that would be really cool.
Well, that kind of exists. Hard Drop does, I think it's the Hard Drop Open. And they have like all kinds of events. Now, it's not the one same event, but it's almost like the World Series of Poker. It's like the World Series of Tetris.
Right.
But it's mostly, TGM and guideline. I don't think there's really a classic Tetris component that I'm aware of. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be interesting to have all three, sort of like 80s, 90s, aughts kind of thing. And I think there's a few players that come to mind. I think Green Tea would really thrive in that situation.
Oh, Corian too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
At least for TGM. I don't know how he is at guideline, but I know certainly TGM.
I just know that Green Tea is just such an amazing Tetris Effect player, which is technically a guideline version.
Yeah. Well, I have him as a friend on my PS4, right? And so I'm always seeing like him pop up with some new Tetris Effect achievement. Like that's my only interaction with Green Tea, is just that getting badges and achievements.
Well, that is kind of the cool thing about that game is it's really meticulously keeps the record so you can see where you stand, and Green Tea is right there at the top of every single mode. So, all right, so it looks like much similar to the last game, Garbage Egg is really on fire, playing perfectly. BV has dealt with a touch of adversity, but he dealt with it well. So. Oh, a good call out that Microblizz is good at multiple versions, and it was awesome to see him at CTWC this past October. So.
Yeah, also Beast and Shen as well.
Mm-hmm. And he was there for the first time, and
so
there's lots of great multi-platform Tetris players. Would love to be a part of devising some kind of competition for that in the future.
Well, who knows? Maybe World Series of Tetris. We'll see. 225 for BV, 288 for Garbage Egg. Halfway to transition. So we're looking at about like 500 transition for BV, maybe about mid to high 500s for Garbage Egg.
Once again, admire BV's resiliency. He's not easily shaken, so that's a good quality. But I think Garbage Egg has hit a different gear. He is just playing fantastically.
Yeah, this is great.
Right there in the mix for that near 600,000 point transition. But BV banging down a Tetris, has a clean wall. And as usual, we're seeing Egg get a little higher than you might want to be. But he holds out for those pieces. Yeah. Oh, man.
I know. And he wasn't getting any of... He needed like one of 3 different pieces to burn well on the right side and didn't get any of them.
Yeah. I mean, that was definitely a bit of a piece drought in some sense, but also a little too gambly. But here he is. He's still there.
Yeah, and he's not in the lead anymore. BV is going to take and deepen that lead. 394 for BV, 359 for Garbage Egg. Garbage Egg ready for a Tetris, though.
There it is. And we're neck and neck pretty much at this point. Slight differential in lines, but not super significant yet. And another just high Tetris wall for Egg, no problem. Yeah, we are right with each other here. They are just trading Tetrises at this point. So nice to see in an elimination game. Both players playing at the top of their game.
All right, so Egg's going to take the aggressive setup with the long bar there. Sometimes you'll see players look to burn that side down, but he needs pace, and he's going to go with the aggressive setup. So BV's going to Tetris back into the lead. Garbage Egg is going to Tetris back into the lead. So just trading it back and forth. Now, of course, that doesn't take into account their line differential, which is significant here, 12 lines.
Yeah, it's gotten even a bit bigger, and I think that's obviously a product of Egg playing consistently higher, and meaning that he's going through the game quicker.
Yep. So Garbage Egg's going to transition about 5:23, and you can see BV already at 5:35 at 125 lines. So better pace so far for BV.
Yeah, really close, really good game here. I think both players have a lot to prove. They both want to go up against Joseph in the finals. That would be a dream scenario, I'm sure. And Tetris for Garbage Egg. Look at that, just perfect post-transition play. BV was getting a little uncomfortable there with that little spire he's got going, but it works out. And now Egg is too high, but gets long bar just in time before it became a serious issue. And so he takes a significant lead after those back-to-back Tetrises right there.
Yeah, I mean it's a lead in score, but he's of course ahead in line, so that's going to dampen it a bit.
That line disparity has continued to grow, so that is really significant. It's about 10 lines now.
Yeah, so it doesn't play too much of a factor now, but as you get closer to kill screen, usually one player will end up running out of runway while their opponent still has 10, 15 lines in hand, right? And that's usually where it comes into play.
Exactly. And now they're despite the line disparity, they are virtually neck and neck.
Yeah, and so
great play. Oh, nice spin of that T piece to make that work. Incredible move.
Yeah.
He's under a lot of pressure right now. Gets the long bar. Oh! Very fortunate. That went from awful to totally fine so fast.
And then a couple more great pieces and placements here to get BV back to safety. And 740, so back by less than a Tetris here, and much closer to being set up than Garbage Egg is. So BV can take the lead.
Garbage Egg got a little ambitious there for a second. He ended, and now he's got a bit of a mess on his hands. So this is so close right now.
779 for BV, 773 for Garbage Egg, but about an 8 to 12 line difference at any given time.
But BV is just not stopping. He's just Tetris after Tetris. Incredible play. And it's looking like Egg is going to get back into Tetris position here.
Yeah. But
and give himself a chance.
Yeah, but now this is where you start to see that line difference is going to come into play, because Garbage Egg only has 16 lines of runway here, whereas BV's got 23 lines and the lead in score.
Oh, really thinking on his feet there too. BV just had some interesting tucks he had to figure out.
Yeah, I don't think
Garbage Egg did a really nice job.
Unless Garbage Egg can play after kill screen. And BV doesn't get there.
If BV can close out with just basically staying alive, he's probably good.
Yep, and Garbage Egg is going to hit kill screen and just too high to do anything after kill screen. Going to top out, and BV is going to get the heart and force us into a decider.
I have to say, BV, with those two long bars he got, really did save him. But he's had so many tough situations where he was trying to make a save up high.
Yeah.
And he had a little good luck coming to him. Let me say that. So.
All right. So here it is. The big D cider right in your face. It's massive and it's delicious. And look at this. Look how big that is.
Yes.
Oh my God. Don't you want one right
It's
now?
intoxicating.
Yeah. It
Completely
took me
intoxicating.
literally 90 seconds to create that. Like I made it in PowerPoint. Like I took the first like cider bottle image. I found an apple and I put a big D on it, and that was it. 90 seconds.
You should probably make a tutorial video about how that was achieved.
Yeah.
I think that would get a lot of views.
Yeah, 90 seconds to legendary. That's all it took.
Iconic.
Yeah, it really, well, yeah, quite literally. So, all right, well, here it is. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 1. It all comes down to one game. Will it be BV or will it be Garbage Egg? We have no idea, but we will know in about 10 minutes. So let us go ahead and get it ready from both players. We got one from BV and just need one from Garbage Egg.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Well fought match. Whatever happens.
Yep. Oh, Garbage Egg says ready. So here it is. One of them, the 2009 cubing champion. The other is an egg in a garbage can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, I want to thank Square Wave for the Prime subscription. Appreciate that. That was a few minutes ago. And you know, hey, I'm not overly self-promoting, but you know, if you were thinking about a subscription to this channel, now would be a great time to do it. Like today, best day to do it ever. So please think about it, and you know, only if you were going to anyway. And you know, that's how you'll get this amazing Batfoy emote with some Harry emotes mixed in. Everybody loves Batfoy. And now you can have a picture of him in your Twitch chat. All right, 26.
I love the Batfoy emote. I want to just endorse. I fully endorse it.
Yeah.
And I think you do need it, whoever you are.
Yeah, it's great. I made it the other day. And we have a lot of emote slots on this channel that still to go. And I was just like, boy, we really need some more. And I really end up just going through CTWC footage. Oh, no. Before we talk about that, let's talk about Garbage Egg Stack.
Had an awkward situation, but cleaned it right up.
Yeah, no problem.
Good work.
Must be nice. Literally would never happen for me.
That leaves us pretty much neck and neck.
Oh, thanks so much, Barrett, for the sub. But yeah, I'm gonna flesh out the more emotes, and they're actually a new form of emote, which are what are they called? Bit rewards emotes. So all you have to do is like cheer a certain number of bits like one time, and you'll get that emote for the rest of your life. So I gotta fill those out too. So yeah, sorry for those of you who have subscribed, and we have not built out the full complement of emotes, but I'm getting to it.
Egg in classic Egg style is building a really high Tetris stack, so that's good to see. He's not straying from his chosen strategy, despite the high stakes of this match.
Now I would be chickening out. Like the way I play here is I would just like wait for the other guy to make mistakes, and then I would just hope to sneak in. But that's not what these guys are doing, right? These guys are top flight players, even if I've never heard of them. 156 for BV and 204 from Garbage Egg.
And Tetris for Egg. Going strong, nice little lead here. And a little bit of unfortunate stack here for BV. Probably not in huge danger, but well, I want to speak too soon here.
Well, he's a hyper tapper. He can get away with anything, right? I mean, so
Oh yeah, he doesn't even have to know what he's doing.
that's it. Yeah. No, he's good. So 169 for BV, but back by 100,000 points here in the early goings. Oh, and you can see shaking his head a little bit. I think he thought something was going to clear, but it didn't clear.
Okay, well, it's still early. I mean, unfortunately for him, Egg is pretty much, again, on that over 500,000 point transition pace. So he has some work to do, but no need to despair.
Yeah, but this is what happened, last game, and it wasn't that last game, and then BV came out on top. So early goings,
Yeah.
I don't think BV was a favorite. Classic egg style. It seems like what I'd find that on a menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like mine classic egg style. Oh yeah, sure, sir, no problem. All right, 230 for BV, 373 for garbage egg. Another Tetris for a garbage egg. So this is getting to be quite a lead. And BV getting a little bit droughted.
Yeah, bad timing, but there's long bar. There you go. A couple Tetrises in a row eases his pain, but it's still just a mountain he's got to climb here. Okay, he's one Tetris at a time. Just a little bit of adversity for egg. But we're not even close to an under 100,000 point deficit yet. But we see that as usual because egg tends to play so high that BV has a slight advantage in terms of lines remaining.
Yep. I mean, garbage egg seems perfectly comfortable playing up that high. I don't even feel comfortable looking at it.
Yeah, I've been uncomfortable this whole time. So
Yeah. Well, I've been uncomfortable ever since you got on mic, honestly, but.
All right.
Oh no, BV.
This is not how you want this to end. He's had such a good run, but this is a lot.
Oh no, and he's gonna top out, and garbage egg is good.
BV had to commit to that dirty Tetris that he had set up, and I really think he had no choice. And it just didn't work out. So, and once again, kudos to Egg for just being in the zone and just stacking really well and staying aggressive and deserved to win.
Yeah, you bet. But BV really showed something here, so I would expect to see him back in this position in the coming months. So congratulations to you for making it this far. A great run. And now we've got a person named Garbage Egg from Ireland in the finals against Joseph Sally. Well, welcome to CTM. So let us go ahead and take a look at the bracket. And that is the bracket. That is how we got here. Joseph had to get through Nenu, through Corian, through Alan Q. Garbage Egg had to get through sodium overdose, and then a bunch of other people I never heard of. So I mean, that's how it shook out. But he's here, and you can't take that away from him. That he got here. You got to win, right? And he did, and here he is. So amazing.